Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel. Today, let's take a little break from all of our serious PC builds. Let's go ahead and put out a for fun $200 Google Chrome gaming PC. Now, with all the recent news around AMD Ryzen, I'm gonna wait until I get some official information and prices on AMD Ryzen because I bet you guys are dying for some AMD based Ryzen builds, but those will be coming soon. I just gotta wait for official information and specs to come out. However, I know you guys are still dying for a PC build in the meantime, so I thought I'd go ahead and take it old school and produce this really cheap $200 Google Chrome gaming PC that isn't a junkyard based build. It's gonna be using all new parts, and I'm gonna go ahead and describe this PC using the pros and cons of the specs that are in the PC and give you guys kind of an idea of what a $200 computer could do in terms of gaming or just being a $200 computer. So anyways, let's get into the build. Well, real quick, I'm pretty sure you guys already know the drill, but be sure to click that bell notification button that's right next to the subscribe button of the channel, because with YouTube recently and with a lot of popular YouTubers, YouTube's been like hiccuping recently, and they aren't really putting out like the best ways of content for like suggesting it to future viewers and stuff like that, and kind of like the algorithms with ranking videos are very skewed, and like the videos that they're recommending are maybe not even related to what a viewer could be watching currently. So just be sure to like keep it up with the videos. I really do appreciate with your support, and with that initial like ratio that I always get on all my videos, that initial comment ratio, that really helps my videos get a good boost and a good start to get them into YouTube. And with all the changing YouTube meta, I still, obviously, as I said, appreciate all of your support. And when you guys like my videos a lot, like certain videos, that really shows me what kind of videos you guys actually want to see from me. I know there's times whenever some videos don't get enough likes, and there's some that do, but that really shows me what kind of videos you guys watch, so kind of gives me feedback on what I should continue producing for the channel. But anyways, though, thank you guys so much for the support. Keep it up, and let's hit 100,000 subscribers. It's about time that we do that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the build video. So let's go ahead and get into the specs of this $200 gaming computer, which, starting with the processor, it's going to be an AMD APU A8-7600 quad-core processor. Now, before you guys comment in the comment section down below, where's the graphics card, ScatterVolt? I don't see it in the build. Well, let me go ahead and tell you what an APU is. So an APU is technically just AMD's way of sticking a GPU processor and a CPU processor into one chip, and that's what an APU is. So with the A8-7600, it's a quad-core Athlon processor combined with an R7 series graphics card, which from what I've heard is about to the equivalent of an R7 230 to an R7 240. So if you're wondering where the graphics card is, it's in the APU, so I better not see any comments on that in the comments section. Now for the motherboard, there's going to be the Asrock FM2A88M Pro 3 Plus motherboard using the FM2 Plus socket. This is going to be using a single 4GB stick of RAM from Crucial, and this has a 250GB hard drive, and to finish it off, a combination of a case and a power supply from Logisys, all for about $34, and all this totals just to about $200. So I mean, we hit the budget limit, but how well is this PC actually going to perform? Well, if we're gonna look at the pros of this $200 gaming computer, the first thing that should obviously stand out is the price. It's gonna be really light on your wallet. There isn't going to be any sort of holdbacks because it is $200, but that's not to say that it's going to be the best performing PC. So if you want to talk about performance on this, it's not going to be terrible, but expect to run most of your popular PC titles probably at about 720p. I wouldn't really have high hopes for running games like Battlefield 1 at 1080p. That's just simply unrealistic. But at 720p, it's gonna have a pretty good shot at running the sort of games. So for example, in GTA 5, expect about 47.29 FPS on low settings at 720p. In Shadows of Mordor, expect about 45.65 FPS at low settings at 720p. But to give some limelight, if you people want to play some lightweight games like Csgo and Minecraft, then expect in like Csgo, this PC will get about 50 to 65 frames per second, depending on the map you're playing on, at about medium settings at 1080p. And in better news, even for Minecraft, this PC is still going to achieve about 125 FPS at about high settings 1080p. And so that's just kind of give you an idea of the performance. Expect to run a lot of lightweight games at like 720p or 1080p at the lowest settings, but regardless, this PC is still gonna game because technically you're having a quad-core Athlon and an R7 graphics card pretty much just a one chip, so it's still technically considered a gaming PC by all means. Now, one more thing to take note is that for you people who are insecure about that single 4GB stick of RAM that's inside this PC, well, luckily for you, a recent study came out from TechSpot that shows that 4GB of RAM is still a viable option for a gaming PC. Now, do I recommend it? No. I still recommend you obviously go with at least 8GB of RAM, but if you are low on costs and you're trying to make the budget of your next PC, 4GB of RAM is still something to consider if you just want to have it for like a temporary allocated amount of time. But aside from that though, 4GB of RAM is still gonna be fine, at least for this $200 gaming PC. Now for the cons, because yes, there are going to be some cons with this PC, is that it's a $200 computer. It is $200. You can buy a graphics card for $200. You could buy a processor for $200. You could buy even a case for $200. And this thing is very cheap and it does come with some consequences. The biggest one I see is the case and the power supply. Since it's such a cheap combination, the thing is that it'll do the job, but it's not going to be at the highest quality or even average quality. The power supply in this build isn't even 80+ certified, so I wouldn't expect it to last more than 2 years. And while it's still going to do the job because it has 480 watts of support, it's not gonna last you a long time because it's really cheap. I mean, heck, it's in a $34 combo. And with the case, same thing. It's gonna do the job, but don't expect anything amazing out of it for its price. It's just gonna hold your components. It's gonna be kind of not the highest quality, but it'll do the job. But considering that the parts in this build are really low wattage and won't output a whole lot of heat, you really shouldn't have cooling issues. You'll just have kind of an average to low looking case. So that's pretty much the cons of this $200 Google Chrome gaming computer. Anyways though, thank you guys so much for watching this build video. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe and all that. And this is the ScatterVolt channel signing out.